Hello, you're welcome to another beautiful episode in the channel Follow Your Canadian Dream. Today we are asking a question that many people are asking, and that question is, how can I find an employer who is willing to give me LMIA? Well, this question is actually huge. Many people are looking for answers. They are searching to get a job from outside Canada before they can immigrate. And so we are going to delve inside one source that you can get an employer who has already applied or who have an LMIA to give to you. So you just go to the site and look for a job, looking for those particular employers having LMIA on their hands to offer you. As always, I'm taking you to the Canadian government website where they offer these. And that, in this instance, we are going to use the job bank. And I'll share my screen and then we'll move forward. So we are now in the Government of Canada website. You can see jobbank.governmentofcanada.ca. And we are looking at temporary foreign workers. And it says, find a new job in Canada. Let's read this and get it. It said, search job from Canadian employers who want to recruit temporary foreign workers. These employers have already obtained or applied for a labor market impact assessment, LMIA. And as at today, we are having on this job board 6,119 job posting. So you come here, I'm going to drop the link to this particular portion of the Canadian Government of Canada website. I will drop it in the description below so that you can easily come to this place. And I will tell you some tricks that you will need to look at for. Well, even though it is stated that employers are willing to give LMIA, not all of them are actually looking for foreign workers. But each job advert will tell you whether they are open to inviting foreign nationals to apply for that job or not. So let's get started. Let's click this. And we will just pick at any job at random. So I am not having any particular job in mind. So if you want to come to the left-hand side, you'll see by province, depending on your choice, you can actually pick. Like in Alberta, as at today, we have 1,679. In British Columbia, we have 1,725 jobs that are opened with LMIA. In Manitoba, we have 163 jobs. In New Brunswick, we have 46. And if we scroll down, you'll see there is a province in Saskatchewan, we have 129 jobs. So depending on the province that you are looking for, just click on it and you will. So let's take the very first one. We'll click on Alberta, assuming my interest is to go to Alberta, but I am not in Canada as we speak. And like I said, we're picking at the jobs at random. Now, let's look at this. It said administrative assistant. Click on it. And the job opens up. And this is where, oh, this is good. Now, look at this portion. This yellow part. It says, this employer has applied for a labor market impact assessment to hire a foreign worker to fill labor or skill shortages on a temporary basis. If you go under, it says, who can apply for this job? Now, look at it. The very first part says Canadian citizens and permanent or temporary resident in Canada. But the one that concerns us is this: other candidates who or without a valid Canadian work permit. This simply refers to those people who are still outside Canada. They can apply for this job. And one thing you want to take cognizance of is this globe that you are seeing. If the job advert is showing this globe that the cursor is turning around on, if it's showing it, it shows that this employer is ready to accept candidate from outside Canada. So how do you apply for this particular job. Just scroll down and you see this point, it says show how to apply. Click on it. It shows you where to send your CV to. So in this case, we are sending it to gssquareoffice@gmail.com. And this tells you until when this particular job is open to. The 2023 May the 4th. That is when it ends. So you take your time, make a CV, customize your CV as it were for this particular job. When you are doing this, you want to include your name, the country you are currently living in. You want to show them your IELTS results. You want to show them your ECA results. These should be included in your application. Let them know that you are currently not in the country. When you do that and send the application, then they will scrutinize it and they will get back to you. It's as short as this. And if you have questions, if you have any comments based on what we've discussed now, because what happened now is that the very first one we pick, the very first example we pick actually gave us the opportunity to say you can apply. If it had happened that I have picked a job that says you cannot apply, then we'll continue on and on. So do not get scared. When you get, sometimes you will see a red flag on it. Let's see if we can see just one of that. Again, I can't say which one have it. We just need to search for it. But let's hope that the very next one we'll pick will be one that do not want people from outside Canada. Let's pick on this one. And let's see. Good. Perfect. Now, even though it's looking for construction laborers and is saying is offering an LMIA to foreign workers, but if you scroll down, look at, there is a red flag on it. There is a red flag. So you cannot, even though it's saying is having an LMIA, and what does the red flag say? It said, only apply for this job if you are a Canadian resident, a permanent or a temporary resident of Canada. You have a valid Canadian work permit. If you are not authorized to work in Canada, do not apply. The employer will not respond to your application. So each time you see this red flag, just scroll past it, continue your search. And as I've always said, it's just like you buying newspapers on a weekly basis, checking the job board section. Not all job will be open for you. And what happens? Once it's not for you, you flip past it and continue your search until you get to the very one. I'll stop sharing my screen. You get the very one that is willing to discuss with you your fit further, and then you take it from there. So this is very easy, getting an LMI, looking for employers, because like we said, as we are talking this very moment, there are 6,119 employers willing to give out LMIA. But you have to take the time to customize your CV first and foremost. You have to send in your application, and then you hope for the best. If you have found value so far, please subscribe to the channel, share it to others who might be looking for this opportunity, this kind of information, and a question and comment so that I can use it to probably make other videos so that more persons will benefit from the singular question that is raised by you. And I will see you in the very next video.